Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am so excited to share this update with you guys. Today we are talking about my makeup use up project for the 2019. So I decided to pick 19 products this year to try to use up for 2019. That's a lot of products. It's not the biggest project I've done for a year-long project. When I first started doing these year-long projects, like what, 4, maybe 5 years ago, I went a little crazy. I think I picked like 50 items for my first project, so that was hard. But I do have 19 products here that I wanted to give you guys an update on how I'm doing using these up. So I basically gave myself the entire year to try to get through these products. Really quick before we jump in, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe while you are here. I am doing quarterly updates on this project, so this is basically my halfway point now, and I will have one more update before my finale at the end of the year, so that way you guys can kind of follow along with my progress and see how I am doing. I do have some really good progress to share, so let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so starting with the things that I had previously finished off. So I did do an update about 3 months ago, and at that point I had already finished 2 products. So I'll just give you a quick reminder in case you missed that update. I did already finish off this travel size version of the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder. So this is a really great powder. I do actually have it in a full size in my collection already, which is why I brought this into this project. I really wanted to just finish this little guy off and get it out of my collection. I didn't feel like I needed another travel size face powder, so I'm happy to say that was used up at the very beginning of the project. And the other thing I finished up previously was the Lancome Teint Idole foundation stick. I love this foundation. It is one of my go-to foundations, and it's great for traveling because it is just really easy to apply. So I do really like it. I did even get in there with a little stick and scrape out any product that was inside my product. I do recommend, if you try this stick foundation, or really any stick foundation, there's so much product underneath the surface. So once you get it flat, don't throw it out, keep using it, because you don't want to waste your money and there's so much product still inside there. But that is completely used up, so I'm happy that was done. Okay, now let's move on to the products that I was able to finish since my last update. I'm really proud of what I've done so far. I feel like I have really good progress going. So the next thing I finished off was this Almay 5-in-1 primer. I knew this would not be hard to finish off because I really love using this. And as of my last update, I think I was like just like a few uses away. It was pretty close, but I did get that all used up. There's absolutely no product in here. It's all the way gone. So yeah, I like it. I would definitely repurchase this. I feel like it's repackaged now, but I think they do still carry this primer. I think it's a really good one. It's hydrating, it's color correcting. It's really nice, but that is used up. I did finally finish off this NARS concealer as well. So I think as of my last update, I had removed the stopper, but once you remove the stopper in these NARS concealers, there's so much more product still to go. So definitely take the time to remove the stopper. Last time I said that I removed the stopper, I had someone wanting a video, but it's honestly, there's so many videos about removing stoppers, and these NARS ones are so easy to remove. You just take a pair of tweezers, and there's like a little tiny lip on where the stopper is, and you just peel that up and the whole thing pops out. It's super easy. It takes like 5 seconds. So definitely do that if you get one of these NARS concealers, because after you remove it, there's so much product still in there, but you can't really get to it until you get that stopper out. But as you can probably see, all the sides are all scraped. It's just impossible to get anything else out of this at this point, and I like this concealer a lot. Kind of sad that it's gone because it is one of my favorites, but it's always nice to use up a cream product before it goes bad. So I was happy I did use this up, and that is another completion for my project. Okay, and then the last thing that I have completely finished off for this project so far is this NYX concealer. This is the HD concealer. I would not buy this again. I think the concealer itself is really nice, but there's just not that much product in here. So I mean, yeah, it's a drugstore concealer, so it is a little bit less expensive, but you get so little product. I feel like there are way better drugstore options for concealers. I've been really loving the L'Oreal Infallible one recently. That one's really good, but I wouldn't purchase this again. I just didn't feel like it was worth the money, but I did get it all used up. So hopefully you can see all the sides are scraped up on this guy as well. And it's impossible to get anything out of there anymore. So So those are the 5 products that I've used up so far from this project. It's kind of funny to see that they're all complexion products. That is definitely the easiest thing for me to use up because that's the widest canvas, you know. Usually with eye products, you're using them in such a small space, you're using so little of it, or for like a lip product. But with these complexion products, you're covering your whole face usually, so you need more product. I guess that's why. I don't know. I'm good at using up complexion stuff, but let's get into the rest of this. Next, I did want to mention this Huda palette because technically I have hit my goal on this, but I want to continue to use it more. So this is the Huda Beauty Warm Obsessions palette. When I pulled this into the project, I told you guys I wasn't trying to use up the entire palette. I don't really want to do that. I would like to keep this in my collection, but I really wanted to hit pan on at least one shade, and then I wanted to see what I could do from there. So I have hit pan, major pan actually, on one shade, and I'm actually really close to hitting pan on a second shade now. I'll give you a close-up. So as you can see, this shade right here, which I do use to set my eyelid, is almost gone. I'm still using it here and there, but it's getting harder to get to those edges, so I find myself not wanting to do it as much, but I am going to try to get that all the way used up this year because it's close. And then I have a really good dip going in this one here too. I feel like I'm going to be hitting pan on that very soon. But yeah, I really love this palette. I love the formula. I think I'll use it a lot more in the fall. These colors are very, very warm, so I don't feel myself wanting to reach for it as much right now. However, those 2 shades that I've made a lot of progress on are kind of shades I could use year round. I use this to set my lid, and I use this as a transition shade, and they're both beautiful for that. So yeah, that's my progress so far in this palette. Okay, and then next I wanted to show you my progress on this eyebrow pencil from Pure. I have used half of it, so this is a double-ended eyebrow pencil. One side has the micro pencil and that is gone. That side I used up. I wanted to use that first because it's my favorite, so I used it up and it's now gone. And then I've started using this side. However, this is one of the like triangular shaped sides. I don't like these pencils. I find them really hard to use. And the reason is because I have such thin eyebrows. The shape of them is very thin and they're very fine hairs. And so because of that, these thicker pencils look weird in my brows. So I really don't like the way my eyebrows look when I use this pencil, but I've been making myself use it here and there, trying to get through it. I've also been pairing it with like, I'll use a micro pencil to outline and then use this to kind of fill in, which makes it look a little bit better, but I still have been finding this difficult to want to use. So I'll roll it up all the way and show you what I have left. So as you can see, there's still a lot of this pencil left on this side. So I still think I can get through it this year because I do use a brow product in my brows every single day. So I still feel like I can use it up. I just need to make myself use it more because I find myself avoiding it. Okay, next up I do have a eyeliner. This is from Sephora collection. This is just a standard black roll-up eyeliner. I really like this liner a lot and I have been using it quite a bit. So I'm gonna roll it up all the way and show you where it's at now, and then I will insert footage of where it was the last time I updated you guys. I've been using it quite a bit, so I'm hoping that we can actually see a little bit of progress from the last picture. So that is it rolled up all the way. That's where I have it right now. And yeah, I still feel confident that I can get through this because this is something I like to use. I use it on my lower lash line and sometimes even on my upper lash line when I want something just a little bit more smoky and neutral. Okay, next let's talk about this because this I was hoping to have finished off as of this update and I didn't because it's a powder. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. The last time I updated you guys, there was hardly anything left in this, but it had just broke. I needed to press it in order to use it again, and I put off doing that for like 2 months, and it just sat in the drawer not being used. So I probably could have had it used up earlier had I actually repressed it. It's very hard to repress a powder when it breaks because there's hardly any left. So when this broke, there was only a little bit of powder on the outer edges and then it broke. So when you repress it, you kind of have to try to push all the product to one side, and because of that, it gets a little bit messy. I'll show you. So that's what it looks like. That's how much product I have left. It's very difficult to use it after it's repressed like this, but I'm gonna do my best to try to finish this off. I do like this powder a lot. There really is hardly anything left in here, so I have a feeling if I start using this now that it's repressed, if I start using this regularly, I can probably get this used up in a matter of weeks. So definitely we'll have this finished off soon, and yeah, I finally did repress it though, so that was progress. All right, next, another product I was really hoping to have finished by this point, and I still haven't, but I still feel confident about it. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in a mini size. I've had pan showing on this guy forever. These Too Faced powders are so pressed in so hard that it takes so long to use them up, you guys. Like, I don't think I'll ever bring another Too Faced powder into a project again. They're just so hard to use up all the way. But yeah, I've been trying to pan this forever. It was actually in my 2018 project, rolled over to this project, and I'm still working on it, but I'll give you a close-up. I would say I have major pan now, and there is just the slightest amount of product around the edges, and that is even flattening out quite a bit. So it's harder to fit a face brush in here now because the pan size is so small and because it's just on the outer edges. So usually I use this now as an eyeshadow. It makes a beautiful transition shade. It's a very, very nice color for that. Sometimes I'll still use it on my face and just kind of smush my brush in there because I mean, honestly, I can use a lot more that way, but I'm still using it, still trying to get this used up, and I'm determined to use this by the end of the year. Okay, the next product, this is one, I never bring blush into a project pan because blush is so difficult to use up, but I had this little baby blush from Becca. I love the color. It is just a little tiny, like, deluxe sample size, so I thought maybe if I was gonna ever try to do a blush, this would be the one to try. So I thought I would give it a shot, and yeah, this is where we're at right now. So this is the shade Flower Child, by the way. I have been using this a ton, not every day, but I have been using it at least once a week, and I do still really love this blush, but I just don't think I'm gonna be able to hit pan on it because it's just a difficult product to hit pan on. I'll give you a close-up just to show you. So that is what it looks like right now. I'm still gonna continue working on it, and I'm still hoping that maybe I can hit some pan, but I think my confidence is waning a little bit in this one just because I'm realizing how difficult it is to hit pan on a blush. I might start trying to use this on my eyes as well. I think this would make a pretty eyeshadow. So I might try to start doing that too, so I can hopefully get using it a little bit more. And maybe I'll start using it more frequently than once a week just to bump up my usage. I'm kind of jumping all over the place. Sorry, I didn't put these in any particular order before filming. Next, I wanted to talk about this little guy. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For primer. So I waited to use this primer because I was trying to finish this off first. So it's so tiny. I knew I would be able to use it up very quickly. It's not used up yet because, like I said, I was using that other one first, and then I finally got around to using this, and then I had some new primers I've been testing too, so it kind of got placed on the back burner for a little bit. But now at this point I have been using this at least a few times a week, and I feel like it's hard to tell because it's, you know, not see-through, but I feel like I probably could use this maybe a 2 to 3 times max and it's gonna be gone. So definitely should be able to finish this by my next update. Next up is this foundation from Stellar. This is the shade S03. I really like this foundation. It is a more light to medium coverage. It's not full coverage, which I really appreciate that kind of coverage in the summer. I find myself wanting that more. And then this shade is definitely my summer shade. So I've tried to pull it out recently and I'm still just a little too pale for this. So I'm definitely going to be using this like crazy as we get more into the summer. And I'm hoping to be able to use it up. Now it's really hard to see how much is in here. It kind of holds on to the sides. It doesn't settle at the bottom. So you can't really tell what is in here, but I know I've been using this a lot. So I have a feeling I should be able to get through it, but I definitely want to try to get through it before the end of summer, because if I get into the fall winter seasons with this, I don't think I'll be able to use it. It's just a little bit too dark for me to use when I don't have any sort of tan. Next up, I will give you guys an update on this. This is the facial spray from Ulla Henriksen. It's the Truth Water one. So my pump on this is broken, which is really annoying. It makes me not want to use it because when I pump it, it kind of oozes out the sides and then my whole bottle is like sticky. I kind of keep this in its own little place on my desk so that it doesn't like get everywhere. So that is kind of annoying, but I have been trying to use it more. I've been using it a lot, like on days where I do a no makeup day, I'll kind of spray it throughout the day to just give some hydration back to my skin. But it is about half full right now, is what it looks like. I'll give you guys a close up. Okay, so hopefully you can see this label gets in the way, but it is about right here. Hopefully you can see through the label a little bit. I like the spray, I just wish my bottle wasn't broken, but I still think I can get through this year, and I'm really hoping I will because I have so many facial sprays right now. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna have to do a declutter on them because I have just too many, but I really would like to start using some of them up as well. So really excited to hopefully get through this soon, and yeah, I think I can do it. Next up, this guy here, can't really show you progress on because again, the packaging makes it difficult. I'll just tell you how I've been using it. So that's how I like to do that. But yeah, this is their 24 karat gold pure luxury lift and firm prism cream. So I like this a lot. It's a really good highlighter, but it's a little bit more subtle and it's definitely, you know, like a cream base. Let me show you guys a little swatch. I like using this sometimes all over my face underneath the foundation. If it's like a mattifying foundation and I want some glow peeking through. I also like using this on my décolleté and my shoulders in the summer, which I haven't really done yet this summer, but I haven't been spending much time outside either. So that's what it looks like. It just gives you this golden glow. It's really pretty. And then I also sometimes use this just on my cheeks as well as like a highlighted targeted highlighter. So there's lots of different ways that you can use this, which is what I love about it. It makes it a lot easier to use up. I have been using this quite a bit just on my face, like I said, but I'm hoping that now that we're getting into the warmer weather, hopefully I'll have some time outdoors here soon, especially once baby girl arrives, and then I can start using this on my body as well, and then it should go pretty quickly. All right, I know this is a long video, down to the last few products. So this here is the CoverGirl True Blend Pre-Touching Palette. This is a color correcting palette. It's a cream-based color corrector. I love the formula on this. I have quite a few color correctors, so I brought this into my project just wanting to see what I could do with it, and I just forget to use it, honestly. I have not been using it very much. As you can see, I really haven't made much progress on any of them. They all look really full. This is the one I was focusing on because I don't really have a ton of redness to color correct, so I don't use this too often. I like these lavender brighteners. I think they're nice, but I just don't use them. But this yellow one works really nice for my under eye. The thing I like about the formula on this is that it's not too pigmented, and my under eyes aren't like super dark, so I don't want something that's too heavy or too yellow because then it can start to look weird. When you're color correcting, you want to make sure you're not over color correcting. You don't want something that's then starts to make you look jaundiced underneath. So I think this is like the perfect color corrector for my under eye circles, and I like the thinness of it because it doesn't make your concealer cakey, but I just haven't been using it. I just haven't taken the time. Part of it is I've been doing pregnancy makeup. So I've been doing like 10-minute makeup and almost the same look every day because I'm just in a hurry and I just want to get it on and move on to the next thing. So I haven't been spending a lot of time on my makeup, and so yeah, I just haven't been reaching for a color corrector. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the lip products in this project. I have 3 of them. The first one is this lipstick from MAC. It is from the what collection was this? I can't remember the collection name, but it was the shades Oxblood. It's a nice nude color. I'll show you guys all rolled up. That's what I have left. So I don't have a lot of this lipstick left, especially because I feel like when I pulled it in, there was quite a bit of lipstick still in the packaging. So I feel like I've done pretty good. There's a swatch. It's a really nice nude color. I wear it quite often. This has been living in my purse and it will continue to live there. It still smells good. I'm getting worried about the age on this, which is why I wanted to pull it into the project, but it still smells good, still is very creamy, and the texture hasn't changed. So I'm gonna keep using this and hopefully can get through it this year. Next up is the lip gloss from NARS. This is a deluxe sample size of the shade Chelsea's Girl. this is getting really close and starting to have little gaps in product. Where when you look at it, you can kind of see through. So it is getting really close. There was a lot more in here than I thought there would be for this little size. But I apply this a lot over the top of other things. I really like how it looks over the Oxblood lipstick. So I wear it often with that, or I'll pair it with some other nude lipstick. Even sometimes with a brighter lipstick, I'll put it on over the top to kind of neutralize it a little bit. But it's just a really good, I'll swatch it for you, nude lip gloss. Like, there's not a lot to say about it. It's just a nude lip gloss. So it goes with a lot of things. So hopefully I'll have that used up very soon. And the very last thing is this liquid lipstick from Stila. Again, this is a deluxe sample size. This is in the shade Caramello. I've been wearing this quite a bit. You guys have been asking what's on my lips. If it's a cool tone nude, it was probably this. I'll show you guys. That's the swatch right there. I think it's really pretty. It goes with a lot of different looks. You can wear it with something a little bit more bold or something a little bit more neutral. It's just a very versatile color, which is why I brought it into this project. But I'm not starting to see any sides yet. I have been using it quite a bit, but I really don't see any visual progress that I could show you guys because there's no gapping in the product yet. So hopefully soon I can start to make some visible progress on that for you guys. But those are all the products from this project for 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I would have liked to see at least a couple more products done by this point, but like I said, I have been trying to do my makeup really quickly, and because of that, I feel like I've not been opening that drawer. This acrylic drawer sits on my desktop, so a lot of times when I go to do my makeup, I just open up my everyday makeup drawers that you guys see in my Shop My Stash videos, and I forget to grab the stuff that's on top. So I think because I've been kind of going quickly with doing my makeup during this pregnancy, I've been forgetting to reach for these, but baby girl's gonna be here very soon, within the next 2 weeks, guys. So once she arrives and once I get through that, once I get back on my routine, I'm hoping I'll be able to start really hitting the ground hard with this project again and get through some of these. But I hope you guys enjoyed this update. My next update should be sometime in the month of September. So keep an eye out for that, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.